Some women are cold-hearted. Men always think women cheat and it's always emotional. Some girls just want some good dick. Sometimes your man dick might not be as good and you go fuck somebody else.
Oh, okay.
The only person I've ever been solid for is Donay.
So what kind of nigga you was dealing with?
Not you.
That's where a lot of women do they cheating at their workplace.
In the workplace?
I don't know if they intend on doing these things or they always had a feeling for them, but they be, they play with them, they talk, these people they see every day, and before you know it, they on a lunch break, busting it down.
Oh, no.
I'm not saying all the time. Sometimes women go and find them some, maybe a man that got more, but a lot of times it don't even be based off of what the man got. It's just based off of how he make her feel. The manager at AutoZone, he can break her back if he make her feel good and all that kind of stuff.
The manager at AutoZone breaking backs.
Yes. That man got time.
This isn't your typical couples podcast. We're more than just husband and wife.
Yeah, baby, we homies.
I know that's right. Come hang out with the flyest, realest,
most hustling couple you know.
And get authentic, uncut perspectives on love,
fly shit,
and everything in between.
Let's go.
Hello, everyone. I'm Jenna
and I'm Donay.
And we are here with the Love and Fly Shit podcast, where fly shit meets real love.
That's right.
Y'all, listen. We are very excited to be here. Just me and him today. Just me and my man talking. We've had so many wonderful guests in the past few episodes, and we have a lot of wonderful guests coming up. But we got to get back to the basics. Just me and you chopping it up. Giving our real life perspectives on love and fly shit. So yeah, today we have a really interesting topic to talk about. And it actually came from one of the listener letters that we got. Thank you so much to everybody who sent in y'all letters. We really appreciate it. We love the fact that y'all want to hear from us and learn about, our perspectives on your questions. There was one in particular that we got that was really interesting. Something that I really want to talk about. And it actually gave us an idea for today's topic. I'm just going to go ahead and get right into it and read it to y'all, okay?
Let's go.
Hey, Jenna and Donay. Love the show. Y'all always keep it real. Thanks, girl. I know that's what we do.
Thank you.
So I figured y'all were the only ones I could ask this. I've been holding it down for my man while he was locked up. We've been together for 3 years. And when he got arrested, I was there. Money on the books, phone calls, visits, the whole nine. But I just found out that he cheated on me before he went in. Now he's out and he's acting like I'm supposed to just pick up things and take care of him when he gets back on his feet. I'm torn. Part of me feels like I'd be solid for sticking with him, but another part of me feels stupid for even considering it, especially after what he did. I keep asking myself, is this loyalty or do I just have low standards? I don't know what to do, but love y'all's take on it. Signed, confused but committed. Ooh. That's a lot to unpack.
So the question on the table is she being solid or stupid for considering to stay?
Okay, so this is a lot to unpack because I feel like infidelity is a very controversial topic. I feel like it's very subjective. Like, I don't think there is a yes or no answer as to whether or not you should stay with somebody who has been unfaithful. But I do feel like sometimes you being solid and sometimes you being stupid. And we're going to talk more about that, the whole modern day definition of what being solid is versus what is just plain old stupid. But in this situation, for me, I feel like it honestly depends on the circumstances of what he did when he cheated, how long he was cheating. I mean, it might even depend on who he was cheating with, because I've told y'all in the past, Donay has cheated before. We've been together since we were young. And so he's had situations that I had to accept and forgive and move on. So I can't sit here and say like, oh girl, he cheated one time, so yeah, you should leave him. But you got to consider all the factors. Like, what else is he doing to bring you peace? What else is he doing to enhance your life? Do you really love him? Is he a good partner in life? You have to consider all the factors, because I feel like sometimes men make mistakes. Sometimes they are, and I don't want to say victim because it's really like, I don't want to victimize infidelity. But I want to say sometimes they give in to their, I don't know, what do you want to call them? What do you call a man when he cheats? Like, what is it that y'all have? I don't know.
It's different reasons. He could be going through something. It could be just a little something that he let control his mind, a little feeling that he had going on. Maybe somebody at a workplace, or maybe a lady that he been seeing in the past, and he let that conversation.
In the workplace?
I mean, because, that's where a lot of that stuff go on.
Oh, no. See, now, if he just got a work wife or something like that he cheated with, then that's a good reason to leave. Because that means you emotionally tied. You up there really like seeing somebody every day, and you making a decision to be around, like to pursue something. To me, because I feel like there should be boundaries, especially with everyday relationships. Now, like if it's a situation where like he gave into the word I was looking for, temptation.
Temptation, okay.
Like if he had a crazy night or something.
Yeah, that's
like he gave into temptation and he was out with his boys and he made a mistake on a drunk night.
Yeah.
But if you literally like carrying on a real relationship with somebody, to me, that's a whole different type of cheating.
Yeah, but you got to think about it. That's where a lot of women do they cheating at their workplace. Like it be guys there that they don't, I don't know if they intend on doing these things or they always had a feeling for them, but they be, they play with them, they talk, these people they see every day, and then before you know it, they on a lunch break, busting it down. And it happens like that.
Okay, so you gonna take your girl back if she cheat with her work husband?
No. I'm not taking her back if she cheat with nobody. Because women shouldn't do that. You know how I feel about that.
The double standards, standards. Okay, so in this situation, with our audience, with our listener who sent us this love letter, should she take her man back and see him through the storm after he got out, when she found out he cheated
because
before?
like, and like you said, it's a lot of questions. So if he was a good man and he was doing all the things he supposed to do to make her happy and he made a mistake, I don't know what kind of mistake he made, if it was a one-night mistake or something he didn't carry on too long. I think she should take him back. You know what I mean? I think she should. Because he made a mistake. Men are a little different when it comes to that situation. Women, they should be different when it comes to that situation. And what I mean by that, they shouldn't be so weak or so easy to do those type of things with other men. But no, with a man, it's a little different, man. Sometimes when it comes to that, they got to be a little strong mentally to know, like, man, this ain't worth my situation.
So you was on some weak shit when you cheated?
I mean, yeah, that was weak. If you look at it overall, it was weak.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? It was weak. You shouldn't.
You're meant to that.
You know what I'm saying? If you can't hold to what you supposed to be doing, you breaking. That's weak. You know what I'm saying?
So you was weak.
When I was doing that, when we was, back in the day when, that was weak. Not weak like a weak man, like you soft, but like you was weak mentally, you was weak physically. You shouldn't have gave in to that. Yeah.
Dog, I'm so glad we got this on camera because he ain't never really admitted to nothing like this.
Yeah, but
what you drink today?
Nothing. But women so quick to say when men are cheating and they're doing things, but women don't think a lot of things that they do cheating. They'll smile and have too long of a conversation with a man and you would never know they had those conversations with him.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And you would never know that she held that type of conversation with a man. She shouldn't be doing it. That's disrespectful, but she'll do it. She wouldn't even tell you about it. A man could be DMing this woman. She feel like it's not that serious. I'ma just delete it. Women do it all the time. If a man can go on a woman's page and like 20 pictures, she ain't gonna even show her man that. She just gonna take that gas and use that for her energy for the day. She'll never tell her man that. You know what I mean?
Okay, so let me ask you this.
Go ahead.
Can a man be considered solid if he stands by his woman? Or is he automatically stupid because men and women have these double standards?
No, because if a stand by his woman in what?
Situations like this, infidelity.
No, you gotta go. Because women...
So he's stupid.
I don't want to call him stupid because, some men have stayed. You know what I mean? I don't want to call him stupid because I don't really know their situation, but if I gotta be real, all the way real about it, man, you crazy to be staying with a woman who you really gave love to, took care of her, looked out for her, and she went out there and done something like that.
But what if...
Because you know why? It take a lot of different type of energy for a woman to do it than a man to do it.
Double standards. Okay, so I keep saying double standards, but I do understand that there are like literally like biological differences between men and women where it causes men to, I feel like, give into temptation and be more tempted, just period, because of the hormones and because of the testosterone and because of like just the way men are wired. I get that.
Yeah.
But I do still feel like there should be a certain element of self-control mentally and emotionally and a certain level of respect that applies to men and women.
That's true. No, that's true. I get what you're saying on that, but at the end of the day, it's a big difference in between men and women. And when it comes to a woman, she's not just going out on Saturday night getting drunk with her friend. For the most part, some is out getting knocked off by a random dude. Now, dudes, that be happening. You know what I'm saying? It happens. But for your woman to be out doing that, and she's actually like going through with it, man, you gotta let her go.
So here's my answer, honey. You got to think about the situation as a whole.
Okay.
Does he have a plan now that he's out? Is he going to take accountability for what he did before he went in?
Okay.
Y'all gonna have to talk it through. There is no yes or no answer to that question, not from my perspective. A lot of these so-called like super strong women, feminists, whatever, oh girl, no, he cheated, you gotta go. I'm not gonna tell you that. So many women get caught up in these rules and these standards that they lose out on what could really be their blessing because he made a mistake. So
that's true.
Don't just look at the situation for what he did. Look at the situation as a whole. So that's my advice for that.
Okay, my advice is like follow your heart. I don't never tell nobody to like leave nobody, break up with them. I just would say follow your heart. If your heart telling you to stay, stay there. If your heart saying go, go. Listen to your heart. Your heart telling you the truth.
Yes. Okay.
Yeah.
So this brings us to, again, our topic. Today's topic is solid or stupid. We're going to talk about what it means to be solid in a relationship and what's just flat out stupid as it applies to a lot of different situations. And that letter, it just sparked my mind. It had me thinking about the whole Diddy situation.
Wow.
Okay. Outside of what he did, we know that's, we're not going to even get into all of that.
That's different.
But let's talk about the women in his life and whether or not they have been solid or stupid throughout this situation that he's had. Obviously, the first person that comes to mind is Carisha.
Okay.
So, I'm a fan of Young Miami. I respect her hustle. I like, what she do. And everybody knows that before the whole Diddy situation, she was his girl. And whether or not his issues impacted her life or not, it still was something that she obviously dealt with before it got out in the public. I feel like, because I don't know, I just feel like the industry has been hearing whispers about Diddy for a long time. So I feel like it's like some things like you had to know if you was up on him.
Yeah.
But even if he didn't treat her like that, it was something going on. And it's debatable whether or not she stepped away after it came to the public eye or if it was all just a surprise.
Okay, I believe that she stepped away once it got to the public eye. There's no way that you can be around somebody and not pick up an inch in that type of behavior that he has been doing. You know what I mean? Like that's different.
So would it have been solid for her if she would have stood by Diddy throughout this whole ordeal, or would that have been stupid?
That's a hard one. I say if what she claimed that he didn't do none of that stuff around her. I say you should stick by that man then. I think you should stick by him. If he ain't really do none of that stuff around you, you love him.
We know what he did because we saw the video.
Huh?
We know what he's done.
We know what he done, but I'm saying she's saying he didn't do that kind of
with
stuff.
Her.
With her.
Okay.
Yeah,
so she wouldn't have been stupid to stick by him, considering the fact that was before her or that was not around her.
Exactly.
And it had nothing to do with her.
Exactly.
Okay.
That's how
I'm gonna throw a third category. Okay. I think she was smart.
Okay.
To be honest with you.
Go ahead, tell me why.
I think her stepping away from that situation was smart because regardless of whether or not what he did applied to her, why would she put her life down the drain with him? Because he was wrong. I don't think he deserves that support.
Okay.
I don't think he deserves to have her by his side.
Okay.
Again, I don't know the extent of their relationship and whether or not like they were madly in love, but I feel like if I was in love with somebody, all of that shit would turn me off.
Like if a story came out, hit the news, you see all this wild crap I'm doing, whatever, in my past, you saying you'll walk away and you wouldn't stand by my side right now?
You would never do that. I can't.
No, I know I would never do that.
Can't even consider it.
Don't consider it. I got you.
Won't even never happen.
No,
that's not even something.
Definitely, I don't even want to be thinking about.
Yeah,
don't even. None of the stuff Diddy done. I'm saying any wild shit, like some wild shit that you may not like, and it happened in my past. And
I'm getting. This is ride or die. This is death row.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm not talking about us. I'm talking about Diddy crazy ass and Carisha.
We not talking. But what if she really loved him? What if she really? If she?
I'd be out of love at that point.
Okay.
I'd be out of love. You can fall out of love with people. Yeah. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd be out of love.
Yeah.
That love would be gone.
I got you.
He's a monster. Like,
no, it's different. That what he was doing was different. I just can't believe that the people was around him and they claim to, not see none of this. That behavior is different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So to me, it would have been stupid if she would have stood by Diddy. Now, in a situation with all his, like, the mother of his kids, that's different because they have his kids.
Yeah, it's different.
They supporting their kids because those are his kids, and you know, like they love their daddy. So I feel like that's a little different, but I don't think no woman right now should be standing by Diddy and being solid. I think he's just stupid. So to me, like a situation like that, where a man like reveals his true self, like sometimes you got to step away and all of that love shit go out the door.
Well, that's
so
true.
That's like to the extreme. That's real far left. Like that's like a crazy situation. But let's just talk about like everyday situations. Okay. We've heard the conversation about like, you know, like women standing by their man when he up. Because you're not really standing by. It's a ride. It's like you ain't really like putting in no work because it's just easy.
It's easy.
But then when he down, then
they go running.
Not all of them.
Not all of them.
So can you think of any situations where you've seen that, like where a woman revealed that she wasn't quote unquote solid because she didn't stand by her man when he was down versus when he was up?
Well, some women won't admit it. They won't admit the reason why they, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm leaving because the money down. You know what I mean? But you know what's going on. A lot of them, I mean, I have heard situations from, you know what I'm saying, different people and things that just come across like, you know, when the money got messed up, that's when she started, you know, like finding time to do a lot of girls' nights out and girls' trips and, you know, all the stuff where she's away from him where they ain't got to do too much communicating and she can, you know, get involved in something new. A lot of women not built for the ride, you know what I mean? Some of them not built for the struggle or building with a man. They want to meet a man all the way together. And if he ain't staying together and able to keep up with the things that they want him to do, they ready to move on to something that can do it. Because we in a world now where it ain't so much where you got to go out and figure out what somebody got or what they doing. You can somewhat kind of see it, whether it's real or fake. You can kind of see it, and sometimes it be shit that they like, and they go their way.
And you know what? That's true. Like I had a friend who she was married. She's divorced now, but her husband started having problems once he went from being a pro athlete to being no longer a pro athlete. And he noticed a change in her because she wanted to start hanging out with her friends. And she told me one day, she said, I was raised to believe that a man was supposed to be able to hold down the household.
It's true.
So once he couldn't do that no more, I didn't see him as a man.
Damn.
And so all that love and all of that.
All that love, all that work that man done before don't mean nothing.
It kind of just went out the window.
That's wild. And see, you can't, and then you would think it's crazy for some men. I understand them. They hard on women. But look at what they got to deal with, though, to a certain extent. You know what I mean? Like, I'm up, I'm doing this, I'm buying you, I'm giving you the life. My shit get fucked up. I'm going to get back. You know I'm a hustler. You seen how long I've been doing this. But the day that I'm down, the time that I'm down, you finna go and find you something else to do? Because I can't. I'm still providing for you, but I ain't giving you the way I used to give you. Because we got to get back together. We got to get back right. Some women don't understand that. They like, nah, I can't wait on getting right. I'm trying to stay right. So let me go find a nigga that's ready to spend.
So it be about the money sometimes.
It's always about the money.
But then again, I think also like some men carry themselves differently when they don't have themselves together financially. That's true. Don't no woman want no weak man.
Nah.
Regardless of whether or not like she's in love, like nobody want to see a nigga who just down on his love, you know, just down on himself. Like
exactly.
I feel like
that's
even
weak.
And the thing about it is, it don't mean like moments of weakness. It means like a long extended period of you just not believing in yourself.
Nah, see,
like nobody wants to see that.
That's whack.
But that doesn't necessarily mean that you're supposed to leave. I do feel like in situations like that, that's when you should be solid.
Yeah.
That's when you should be solid. That's when your love should be unbreakable if you have that type of love.
Yeah.
But, you know, I can't sit here and say like every relationship I've been in that I've been solid because I wasn't. The only person I've ever been solid for is Donay. Just flat out. Anybody else before that, to me, I consider myself being smart.
Okay.
Meaning that I put Jenna before everybody else. You know, I was free. I was in college. And then after college, I was working and I was traveling. And I just did whatever I wanted to do. I put myself before anybody. That's why before you, I didn't have no kids.
Yeah.
I wasn't tied to no dudes. It was just like, you know, I had a man when I got with you, but I was, you know, I made the best decision. I moved on. So I feel like being solid, it comes with like also being smart and making a decision for yourself that makes sense for you. Does that make sense?
No, that makes sense because you got to understand. If you don't understand that you dealing with most women, they gon' pick themselves first. And I'm not knocking somebody for picking themselves first. You know what I mean? But at the same sense, with a man that understand and know that you can't be mad at him for the way that he put himself first in the way that he made, like, she ain't showed me enough like she just for me. Because most of these women ain't, they not just for one man. You know that. So some men gotta see you show them certain things to know, like, oh, no, she just for me. I'm gonna give it to her. I'm gonna go give her the ring, or I'm finna go lock down with her. I'm gonna let her know it's just me and her. But without that, you ain't just finna get
What
that.
did I show you to make you propose? And to let you know that I was quote unquote solid?
It was the self-respect. That's where it started
What
at.
you mean?
The respect you have for yourself. I seen the way that you carried yourself, the things that you cared about, the things that you didn't care about. That mattered to me before your beauty and your smartness and all that. I seen how you carried yourself, and it was with so much respect. And I'm like, she can represent me. Because at the end of the day, you represent me. The minute you go out there and let a nigga crack you down, and you go doing all this other type of shit with a man, and I'm really laying down the law out here, putting myself on the line, taking care of you, doing what I do, that's the ultimate letdown. That's why I say I don't know how no man can take a woman back that went out and did no type of activities on
So
her.
it was all about my loyalty?
It was, I mean, what do you mean was it all about your loyalty?
Well, you said, like, you came back and said, like, if you let a man crack you down or whatever you just said about that.
No. It started with your respect, the self-respect, the way you carried yourself. I knew, if you would have went out and done something with a nigga, it was because you wanted to go do that. You wasn't the type to just get put in positions, or I was with my friends and she didn't want to bring me home.
No.
You know what I'm saying? That type of weird ass shit. So, no, I knew the way you really carried. I knew she moved with respect. You know what I mean? So it was different. Then it went to the you being beautiful and smart and nurturing and all that kind of stuff. Because all that, you know what I'm saying? You having self-respect, that's big.
See, this is the thing. I feel like in the context of this conversation, it's always about whether or not the woman is solid. Like, is she solid? Is she gonna ride with him till the wheels fall off?
You know why?
Why?
Because when a man attaches himself to a woman and she ain't solid, that could make or break him. Any nigga can get up on you and do something to me if you weak. If you having all these side conversations and talking with niggas, he gonna go to work today, I'm gonna get up with you tomorrow and all. Like, that's what a real man with shit to lose for. You know what I'm saying? Her conversing with other men and allowing these conversations that she shouldn't have, and then it lead into them actually communicating more than they should be communicating. He know my business. See what I'm saying? That's dangerous.
Yeah, pillow talk will get niggas killed.
That's dangerous.
Pillow talk can be deadly. Like, the way
when it comes
women
to
talk,
a real man, it ain't about like, did she give him the coochie? I'm more worried about what he know about us. Because you on defense. You know what I'm saying? A man always thinking, like, for the most part, most real men that got things going on, something to lose, always thinking safety. Thinking like, damn, you been doing this with this man. Damn, what this man know about me? Any nigga can get up on me. He know what time I go to work. He know what time I get off. He know I went on a business trip. He out cracking you down while his partner's robbing the house. And you thinking it's a regular break-in. But see, women ain't even thinking that far. He love me. He just want to know you gone so we can have sex. That ain't what it is. And he looking at your man that got more than him. Because most of the time, I'm not saying all the time, sometimes women go and find them some, maybe a man that got more than you, that's why they doing. But a lot of times, it don't even be based off of what the man got. It's just based off of how he make her feel. If it's the manager at AutoZone, he can break her back if he make her feel good and all that kind of stuff. That's the kind of stuff, I'm telling you.
The manager at AutoZone.
It can go down just like that.
Breaking backs.
Yes. That man got time.
He got time.
That man got time.
He get off, he ain't got to think about shit. He go home.
He go home.
He ain't got to worry about it.
It be that kind of stuff. So that's the stuff when some real men, that's the part. Of course they don't want their woman out here just having sex, but that safety part, a lot of men's for.
So let's talk about a man being solid.
Yeah, to what point?
To every point.
When it's saying, when a man feel like he being solid, when he providing for her, he protecting her, he taking care of her, he uplifting her, things like that. He looking out for her, he uplifting her,
But what about when it comes to being solid and being faithful, being loyal?
Yeah.
Being respectful.
Yeah.
Because I don't think men understand how disrespectful it is for women to have to find out from somebody else that she had her man, or that her friend had her man. Mm-hmm. So why is that not something that y'all consider to be a part of that whole package of being solid? You tell me.
Well, that's why I try to tell you. That's why I was explaining to you. Men Like, when it get to the part where you talking about he messing around, doing things he shouldn't be doing, sometimes he losing focus. And sometimes some men don't feel like that they even disrespecting their woman because they still provide and they taking care of them and respect.
So
they
it's
don't
not
look at
disrespectful.
because like I told you before, when a woman go and do that, that's time invested for the most part. She's not just finding men on
Some
random
men be
nights.
falling in love with the side chicks too. Let's keep it real.
No, I'm just saying for the majority, for the most part. Like they kind of just be out here catching flames. You know what I mean? But women, when they go do that, that's different. They really putting time in. That's conversation. She really like that man. She really talking to that man. They sharing the same type of deep information that you and her sharing or used to share.
See, this is my take on solid or stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like a real man is not gonna put you in harm's way to where you do something
That's true.
that is stupid. To where like his definition of solid is really the real definition of stupid. Meaning like men who get women caught up in like cases.
That's bad.
Your man should never have you in a situation to where you can even get in trouble for anything he got going on, anything y'all got going on together.
That's true.
That's not you being solid. That's you being stupid and him being completely like
stupid too.
Not protecting you, right?
Not protecting
him
his
being
home.
stupid, not protecting his home. So I feel like so many people get caught up in I love him,
Mm-hmm.
but really a man is gonna be solid to the point where you won't have to do nothing stupid to prove that you are solid.
Mm-hmm.
And if he puts you in a situation to where you do have to do something stupid, he wasn't solid either. And y'all don't need to be together.
That's
you know
true.
what I'm saying?
That's true.
So I think the problem is that like there are these double standards. And I can respect some of them because men and women are built differently. They should be.
Totally
they
different.
should be. But to me, there are certain lines of respect that should not be crossed whether you're a man or a woman.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying?
No, I feel that way.
But that doesn't mean that people that make mistakes and do disrespectful shit shouldn't be forgiven. So again, I'm not going to be the homegirl to tell you, oh girl, he messed up. Leave him there. Don't mess with him no more. Because a man might make one mistake, but that might not outweigh all the great things that he is to you and outweigh his real love for you.
That's 100% true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but with a woman, if she do that, that ain't really a mistake.
See, that's what I'm saying. You cannot keep going. Okay, so you want us to give the men grace, but you're not giving women grace at all. Like, she can't make a mistake.
Not that kind of mistake.
Okay, let me ask you this. Is a man solid or stupid? He get into it with his woman. It's his fault, though. He done got caught up in some bullshit, right?
Mm-hmm.
She finds out. Mm-hmm. She talks to him. She crying. They have this whole argument. It's a big blowout. Okay, he leaves the house.
Uh-huh.
He wrong. He leave the house even though he wrong.
Mm-hmm.
That night, some other dude come over. He consoles her. She really still love her man, but she's just in a real tough position because she's really mad at you and she just needs somebody else to hold her.
Mm-hmm.
Something end up happening. The next day, she feels terrible about it. She actually calls you over. You come and talk to her. She tells you the truth about what happened. It didn't mean anything. I'm so sorry. I was just feeling so bad. You know, me and him are friends. He was just making me feel so much better about the situation. Something happened. Are you solid or stupid for staying when you know really you are the one that took her to that place?
Took her to the place of what? Screwing another man or making her mad?
Both.
Oh, well then, you stupid if you stay. If you let her convince you to telling you that you the reason she pulled her pants down and let that dude get in them, you done lost your damn mind, bro. That's when you done went too far down deep.
So if the tables were turned, though, then a woman will be solid by standing by a man who had one night.
Yeah, because when it come to a man, like I told you before, until he really, grow into his full self and understand what type of woman he got and the respect he need to be showing her, he gonna slip a few times, man. He gonna slip. That's just a man. That's a man, but a woman shouldn't be doing that.
So the crazy thing is,
It's just like this. I come home. Hey, should a man leave a woman? That's just like me saying, this is on the same table. If your wife overspending or spending way too much money and she ain't telling you these things, you know what I'm saying? Like a man, that's the shit he gonna forgive you for. Baby, come on, chill out. Let me get that bank card. I gotta really I gotta really manage you. This how much you can spend. This what you can do because you don't understand.
How is that the same thing as cheating?
I'm saying that's how you looking at a man doing that, that's how a man looks for us in that situation. When it comes to cheating and doing things like that, a man, like I say before, a man may go out and make a mistake one night and probably never talk to that woman again. A woman is gonna be For the most part, she is holding a real relationship with that man.
Not
like
always. Some girls just...
They go out and do it like that
They don't
too?
always be like that. Men always think women cheat and it's always emotional. Some girls just want some good dick.
Yeah.
Like sometimes your man dick might not be as good and you go fuck somebody else. It's just like that.
Okay.
It's not always emotional ties. You might really love this nigga and then you get with somebody else and they just do something different to you, but you still feel bad about it because you really love your other man. I hate the fact that men always think women are always such emotional creatures.
Well, I be trying to be respectful about it. I don't think they are. I think they really do go out and just be screwing around.
So
you know
okay.
But when I say that, you be like, women don't think that.
I didn't say that. I never said that. I've never said that women are always emotionally charged when it comes to sex and relationships. Like some women are cold-hearted. Like and that's fine. But my whole point is that should be okay because it's so okay for a man to do it.
No, them
See, that's what we're never going to agree on this. Let's just call it what it is. We're never going to agree on this. But I feel like whether you are, you know what I'm saying, a player as a woman or a man, you still should respect your partner.
You definitely should.
And I feel like once a man puts you in harm's way or a woman does something disrespectful or vice versa, that's when you're being stupid instead of solid for saying with that person.
Okay.
So that's just how I feel about it.
I got you.
And stupid or solid is not always in terms of like cheating. It can be about financial status, which we talked about. It can be about somebody going through something and maybe they change, like, mental health issues. Like, do you stick by your man if he's all of a sudden like a completely different person because he's going through something that has completely changed his whole personality, demeanor, but deep down inside, or you feel deep down inside, he's still that same person.
Yeah.
What about that? Like, what if you came home every day and I just was like throwing shit, like mad at you every day in the house? Would you feel like you were stupid for staying with me, or is it the solid thing to do because we took them vows?
No, that's a solid thing to do.
So why people get divorced then? Like, what is...
Because they getting married for the wrong reason.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying?
I agree.
Like, that's solid. If you in there clowning, acting, throwing shit, mad, I might not like it. I'm going to try to correct it. But I'm going to stay solid. I'm going to try to figure out different ways to help you with what's going on before I just walk out on you.
Not had this discussion, but we just had an argument last week. And he left the house for like 2 hours.
Yeah.
And I called him and I was like, where are you at? Come home. He was like, I don't want to come home right now. I'm like, this dude is crazy.
No.
So look, got his ass. So 2 days later, we had another argument. And I said, what if I just left the house like you did the other day? And it really was an argument because I was still mad at him for the day before.
Yeah, starting stuff.
And so I said, so what if I just left the house and didn't come back for like 2 hours, and then you called me and I told you that I wasn't coming back because I didn't feel like it. I said, would that be a problem? I said, because I don't think that would be okay with you. He said, you can leave this house whenever you want to. I said, no, I can't just leave the house and not tell you and not come back when you tell me to come back. He said, yes, you can. So, so I said, okay, well, I'm going to do it then. Mind you, this man ain't never seen me just leave the house. Like, he always know where I'm going, why I'm going, how I'm getting there. So I go and get in the car.
What happened?
And I say, I'm leaving. He followed me out to the car. So I say, I'm leaving. I'm getting in the car.
What did I do?
You went back in the house.
Yeah.
And I sat in the car in the garage for like 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And it came back in the house.
Because I know you knew better.
And my feelings was hurt because he let me leave.
I didn't let you leave.
Yes, you did let me leave.
I walked outside. I said, this what you doing? You got in the car. I said, okay. I went in the house because I know you know better. If I didn't think I knew you wasn't going to do that.
My whole point is that he knew I wasn't leaving. How is that right? That he knew I was going to sit my ass in that car in the garage because I didn't have no fucking where to go. How is that okay? But he did the same thing the day before, and he actually really did it. He really leave the house.
The difference is like, when you call me, where you at? I ain't finna come back right now, but I'm riding around the neighborhood because we getting into it at the moment. Let some air breathe.
But why come if I would have did that, it would have been a problem?
No, I didn't say it was a problem.
Bro, you just said it. What you say when I said I didn't really leave? You said I knew you wasn't gonna pull out of their driveway.
Yeah.
So let's keep it real. So it would have been a problem if I would have, because you told me that.
Yeah, it would have. It would have. Because I'd have been like, where are you going? Like, and you don't need to be going places and not telling me. It's dangerous out here.
That's what I'm talking about. These double standards.
No.
So if I would have left the house, then like, what would you have done?
I don't know.
And not answer the phone. Or you would have answered, I told you, no, I'm not coming back right now.
No, I probably wouldn't have called because once you'd have left, I'd be like, she coming back home, but you'd have been in some trouble. You'd have been in some trouble.
So I just feel like, I've said this before, men can't always handle the stuff they dish out. And
yes, they shouldn't.
And he said that they shouldn't have to. But I respect the differences between men and women. I do feel like we have different biology. We have different like perspectives. We have different like, I don't know, just like
Everything.
priorities. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like that's what makes a man and a woman need each other and work. And why are you smiling like that as I'm talking? Because I feel like you got something to say.
No, I'm listening.
What?
No, I'm just listening. Go ahead.
No, because you like throwing me off. What are you laughing about?
No, I'm just smiling. Go ahead.
You smiling?
Yeah, I'm listening to you.
I was so mad at him. I was like, first of all, you should have came and chased me after I tried to leave because you knew because like that's not right. And second of all, I'm mad that you knew I wasn't going nowhere because I wanted you to chase me, but you didn't, and you played me on purpose. So I'm like, okay, next time I'm really leave the damn house and see what he do. I'm gonna tell y'all how that go.
Why do you want to play with? Don't play with your man. I'm
gonna tell y'all what happened. And then he gonna be solid, and we still gonna be together, even though I left the house and told him I wasn't coming home because he's solid. You solid, right?
Solid.
Or is that stupid?
No, solid. I'm solid.
You solid.
Yeah.
We locked in.
We locked in.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, do you have anything else to say about this topic, solid or stupid?
No.
You don't. Okay, let's play this game. Okay, so we're gonna play a game called Fly or Foolish.
Okay.
And basically, we're gonna give y'all scenarios and tell y'all whether or not we think these scenarios are fly or foolish. Okay. She's got a new man, but she still pays her ex's car note until he figures things out. What the fuck?
Man, she's stupid.
That's hella foolish.
And the dude, that's stupid.
No, that's foolish, girl. Why would you pay your ex car note?
Yeah, that's crazy. And the man that's even staying with a woman that's telling them that she's doing that kind of shit is crazy.
Oh, man, I got a real life situation that kind of relates to that. I guess I don't even want to tell everybody.
What was you doing?
Oh, man. Okay, so remember when, back in the day, before me and you got together,
Yeah,
but remember how my job, like when I worked in corporate America, back when I was a corporate baddie, I would say, and my job moved me from one state to another. At the time that they moved me, I was living with my ex. This is before Donay, y'all. I was living with my ex. And we had, both of our names was on the lease, but my job moved me. And they paid for me to relocate, paid for me to get set up in my new apartment. This is when I was in my 20s. I was young. And they also gave me money to break the current lease because, that's what they do when they relocate you. So I gave my ex that money to go towards the rent because at the time we were splitting the rent. Is that kind of the same thing?
I don't know. Y'all was still in a relationship,
Yeah, we were still together,
yeah,
right? But then I broke up with him 2 months later because I got with Donay. And he still had that money. But I had already given it to him. So that's not foolish, is it? Okay. Is that the same thing?
Nah, that was some foolish stuff because...
But that was before you. And
I'm gonna have to go check.
That was like right before me and you got together.
Oh, see, I really gotta go check now.
That is crazy. Damn. But we was together. But I kind of knew that, like, no, I didn't. I thought we was gonna be together. Maybe that's why I did it.
That's why you did it?
I don't know, y'all. Was that foolish for me to give him this check to pay half of the rent that I was supposed to be paying had I not left and got promoted and my job hadn't moved me?
Yeah, I don't...
Fly or foolish? Which one?
He was foolish.
I shouldn't have had to give it to him. He should have paid his own rent by himself while I was gone. Yeah.
Show what kind of nigga you was dealing with.
Not you. Because I upgraded. Okay. You do the next one.
All right. You find out your partner had a baby on you, but you stayed for the sake of the family.
That's a lot. I don't know. That depends on the situation.
What's the situation?
If you had a baby on me, then that's when it'd be a wrap.
A wrap.
Yeah. I'm not.
You couldn't forgive if it was a mistake, something happened, nothing. It's a wrap. It's a wrap.
No, you don't want to know what happened. It's more than a wrap. I'm coming for blood. So, okay. You took your man back after he cheated because it only happened once and he told the truth. We already talked about this.
Yeah,
It depends. That's subjective.
All right, you want to go?
Yeah.
Next one, you got? Want to go?
Yeah.
Okay. She covering rent, grocery while he focused on his music career.
All these people with music careers. She covering rent and groceries?
Yeah.
How old are y'all? That's what matters.
That's what
matters.
Because
if he a 35-year-old rapper focusing on his music career, you covering rent and groceries, you foolish. Now, I don't know. Like, if y'all early 20s or something and y'all thugging it out together, that... I ain't gonna say
rent
fly,
and grocery, what kind of money that man spending on studio, and he ain't got there yet?
I don't know.
Yeah, like,
I don't know, y'all.
Bro.
That's a hard one.
That's a hard one.
Okay, how about this? You gave your partner access to your bank account because what's mine is yours. That's fly to me.
That's fly.
Yeah.
That's fly once y'all reach that point. But don't just go out here, brothers, just linking your income with a woman. No, make sure she know how to manage money. She understand money. She respect money. She she know everything she need to know about money before you start linking her to your income.
Yeah, because women be scammers too.
Oh,
like,
big scammers.
They could drain your shit.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
For real.
Okay, go ahead.
Okay. He said he wasn't ready for a relationship, so you stuck around as his best friend, hoping he'll come around.
That's foolish. I've said before, I feel like if it ain't there, it ain't there. Like, I don't feel like, if you're not like initially attracted to somebody, I don't feel like it's just gonna come and y'all gonna be madly in love. I'm sorry, I just don't. But that's just me because I move off energy and feelings. Like, I don't know.
Now, like in the past, I done had girls that was my partners. They ain't become, well, no, that is the same thing. No, she was my friend. Yeah, no.
We ain't gonna talk about you. Okay, you stayed in a situationship for 4 years with no title, no progression, just vibes. How can it possibly be fly?
That's fly if you ain't...
No title? So it's a situationship. It's not even a relationship.
Sometimes, you'll have a little thing that if you ain't in a relationship,
4 years?
Yeah, she may just be your main little fun.
So that's fly to you?
That's fly if you don't want a woman.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Okay. She said if she can cheat and he forgives her, that's real love?
I don't really understand that one, I'm not gonna lie.
You don't?
No. Is that fly for you? Is it fly or foolish for you?
That's foolish.
Well, we know that. I don't even know why
foolish.
I asked you that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So the moral of the story, y'all, is listen. Everything depends on your own situation. Don't let nobody give you no rule book on what love should be, but don't be letting people disrespect you either.
No.
Because I feel like there's a certain level that people should hold everybody to, whether it's your man, your friends, your mama, your daddy. Like, look, make sure that people that are in your life are for you and have your best interest at heart and wouldn't put you in harm's way. That's like my biggest thing. So no, don't be stupid for nobody.
Yeah.
But it's okay to be solid and hold it down. You just got to define what that means for you.
I believe solid is different to everybody. Like,
yeah,
it's not the same, but I say don't be a fool, man. And make sure you know what you're really getting yourself into, because you could be being solid and putting yourself down in a deep hole, man.
Yeah. Like a woman can change your whole life, and vice versa. A man can change your whole life for better or for worse.
Yeah, that's true.
And sometimes you don't have to find out the hard way. Sometimes there are red flags, big ass red flags that you see, and we ignore them because we're human and we think we can change people. We think we can work it out, but sometimes you cannot. Yeah. And most of the times you should not try to. Yeah. So, y'all, we always keeping it real on here, y'all, telling y'all our personal stories. Keep on sending us those listener letters so that we can answer them and come up with good topics like this. We appreciate y'all for watching, for tuning in to Love and Fly Shit. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. Make sure you like. Make sure you comment. Make sure you send us more messages. We love talking to y'all. So.
And we out.